The following is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive.
Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, G.M.P.C, and with me tonight is the one, the only, DeAndre.
Baby, boys and girls, children of all ages, in these dark times, in these evil days, the one thing that you can assuredly rest on is that I will not give you a broken piece of shit, unlike WWE. Suck it!
That man chuckling in the background is the last standing Simone. Big Rig, Nick, you damn.
God, I miss when games worked and you didn't have to download a patch for 2 fucking hours. That was wonderful.
And finally, American Ramrod, Kendo Slice.
I'm just taking one last look at my friends. Wait, you guys aren't my friends. Fuck you.
So, folks, tonight we are back with episode 195 of the podcast. We're at 5 more until we have our episode 200 spectacular, which coincides with episode 9, the Rise of Skywalker. That's awesome. But tonight we have all kinds of stuff to talk about. We're going to talk about the trailer because it's the first time we've actually had an episode of the podcast since this trailer is dropped. We're going to talk about space horses or sporses and other space portmanteaus. That's how you would say it, right? Natalie Portmanteaus? Yes. So,
Yes.
we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. It's a big interactive show. It's going to be a lot of fun. But first, we need to give a shout out to our newest patron. So first off, over on Patreon, we actually got quite a few guys. We have our friend Benjamin. We also have Todd Seitz and Ahan Celebi, as well as Scott Williams. That's a little further back because we thought he was the DC Comics inker. He's just a nice guy. So if you've joined us over on Patreon, thank you very much. Tomorrow, you guys will get World Class Bullshitters After Hours. We will have some Schlocktoberfest stuff up tomorrow as well over the weekend. And what else is coming, guys? You guys recorded some stuff without me, and that'll be a first for the channel. What did you guys make?
We recorded some haunted Hollywood stuff, some stories we found, some interesting things. One pertaining to Dan Aykroyd and the house he first lived in. We did also some urban legend stuff, some things pertaining to Halloween and things like that. And Kendo exposed me to Pet Sematary 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a glorious train wreck of bad movie, but awesomely bad movie at times.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So are you guys even in the Halloween spirit? Because personally, I am not. I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy, but I'm more focused on the Rise of Skywalker and other stuff that we got going on. Halloween just didn't seem to, hit this year.
I am because I don't want to think about that movie until the end of October. So I'm trying to stay with it. I got my zombie face paint on. I'm wearing my skeleton costume, and I have Halloween running in the background. So yeah, I'm with it.
So you're Johnny Lawrence.
Yeah, I'm Johnny Lawrence.
I'm into it. I mean, I got a fucking kid, and then I had to go to fucking Hillary's stepmom had a Halloween party, so I was walking around scaring little kids with my goddamn Venom mask, so that was at least keeping me honest. But also, I'm into Halloween because I sure as shit don't want to think about Star Wars right now, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You haven't had a chance to talk about it on the channel. What did you think about it?
Without going on some long-ass rant,
Please,
I'll
just start the long-ass rant.
I'll put it in 2 goddamn phases. One, I'll say the shit that I did like. Overall, some of the effects I thought actually looked pretty cool. The visuals looked pretty fucking cool. The Star Destroyer coming up out of the ice, I thought that was really cool. I like I said, I still love that image of the fucking, the Imperial Fleet, the New Order, or whatever the shit you want to call them, a bunch of fucking
First
emo
World Order.
assholes. First World emo
New
order.
First World Order for life.
Them in the shadows with that looks cool. And I'll even say, the in a vacuum, fucking Raylo fighting in the rain and shit. I think that at least looks kind of cool. The other
Space
side
is a
of that,
vacuum. I'm just saying.
thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Thanks, Carl Sagan. But the other side of that, I sent you the message. I said, this makes me sad. I'm fucking going to bed. This movie is fucking Avatar of this generation. It's the fucking Avatar. It's gonna come out. I think it's gonna be worse than fucking Phantom Menace when it first came out, where everyone thought it was awesome. The high wore off, and everyone decided that it was a piece of shit movie. I think this is gonna be fucking worse. The fact that they had, and for I'm so happy I wasn't the only one to notice that. But goddamn, and again, and I'll even say this: I'll wait till the movie comes out, even though I really don't want to watch it. And maybe there's context, but the fact that there are goddamn horses, a cavalry going across the deck of a Star Destroyer, that was fucking stupid.
That's
Okay,
where Custer went wrong. If he had a Star Destroyer.
Well, if Custer just went with, you know what, you're all right, man, instead of, kill the savages, I think his life would have been a little bit different too. But, I'll tell you the one thing I for sure as shit want to kill is the goddamn hype for this movie, because that didn't make any sense. Not to mention that they keep showing these fucking fight scenes between fucking Swolo and Raylo, and I'm just like, I have no interest in this. There's been zero build outside of a giant jump between the Shit Awakens and The Last Jedi, where randomly now we're supposed to be spoon-fed this massive showdown between the two characters who are probably the most boring characters in the entire goddamn series of Star Wars, point blank fucking period. Not to mention the goddamn fact that now you have this clear cut nostalgic honey dicking going on, where you have, everyone's all, I cried when C-3PO, I just want to get a look at my friends. Bitch, you've known half of those people for a week. How are they your friends? It doesn't make any sense to me. The meme is hilarious where, he's talking about Chewie and R2. That made me laugh. I'll admit that shit. So kudos to everyone in there who did that. But I just want to get one more look at my friend. He had zero contact with those motherfuckers. Zero. He didn't talk to any of those bitches in The Force Awakens, and he sure as shit was too busy running around with a brand new fucking arm or leg rather, but all of a sudden fucking Poe and Finn and Rey and them are all goddamn best buddies. Bitch, you've had a sentence to each of them, but they're your fucking friends, because apparently I'm assuming he's gonna get mind wiped and that's gonna somehow explain how the fuck he can all of a sudden carry a goddamn bowcaster. Which, by the way, everyone, in case everyone fucking forgot while they're getting excited for that point, a bowcaster is strong enough to break someone's goddamn shoulder because fucking Wookiees use them. So you mean to tell me that my mind, I'm supposed to fucking have suspension of disbelief and believe that C-3PO, who can barely walk at a quickened pace, is gonna fucking carry a goddamn Wookiee's bowcaster? Get the fuck out of here with that dumb shit. And then before I forget all that dumb shit, there's this gigantic space battle that's gonna happen again, because they brought in fucking Billy Williams. If any person came to me, looked me in my eyes and said, hey man, fucking The Rise of Skywalker is not going to be a nostalgic bullshit run where they just rehash it that they did in The Last Jedi. Motherfucker, there's going to be a fucking space battle, and fucking Lando Calrissian is driving the goddamn Millennium Falcon. I would punch the person in the face until they went to sleep and didn't wake up for another week. That is clearly them copying the fucking other movies. There's no way that anyone with a brain can sit here and tell me that they're not going to copy the other movies. It's clearly copying other good. And before I get too ahead of that shit, it's going to be the fucking Emperor, right? So now, maybe. So unless all of a sudden Lucasfilm became a goddamn gang of fucking geniuses and is going to throw the greatest fucking swerve in the history of fucking movies, they literally took fucking concept art from the fucking expanded universe for his fucking throne chair. So again, all this bullshit about them doing something original yet paying homage is bullshit. They cherry-picked again. Again, they cherry-picked from the other fucking movies. And instead of coming out with something, they stole the fucking concept art for the fucking throne room. God damn it, man. What the fuck? Like, who paid the people? I could have fucking did all this from my fucking garage that I don't fucking have in 15 fucking minutes. Jesus
I was just about to
Christ.
say, what garage?
Dion, I think the problem here is you just haven't read the books. You don't understand it.
God, well, how about I take a book and put it right above J.J. Abrams' throat and fucking punch it repeatedly? And I said, read that, bitch. Jesus, that's
John
so
Wick
annoying.
style.
He's gonna John Wick him.
Nah, dude, that's
He's
Jason
going to
Bourne.
take him down.
It's just so frustrating. So now everyone's all excited. Oh my God. Oh, it's going to be the greatest conclusion. It's going to be fucking Avatar. It's going to come out. We're going to say, oh, it looks fucking great. But the story's not that great, but I still love it. Then it's going to be a year's going to go by. They're going to say, yeah, the movie's not that great. It's going to be a year and a half. And then no one's going to give a shit because despite what everyone says, no one fucking cares about The Force Awakens. And no one sure doesn't care about The Last Jedi. And the movie's going to come out and it's going to be just like fucking Avatar. It might make all this money. I don't think it is, especially after word of mouth gets around. And again, it's going to be a non-factor in terms of Star Wars, types of pop culture. No one's going to care about it. And everyone's going to be waiting for the next thing because J.J. Abrams, Lucasfilm, and all those assholes threw something together, and then all of a sudden they expect us to be like, oh, hey, there's Fat Lando Calrissian flying the fucking Millennium Falcon doing the same shit he did 20 years ago. And I'm just going to be like, okay, well, I'm going to go in the fucking parking lot and get hit by a fucking milk truck because fuck me, right?
Is Kurt Angle going to be driving it?
Yeah,
God, I
think so.
hope so. Oh, it makes me really sad because this is Star Wars and it's supposed to be awesome. It's supposed to remind you of the use of imagination and hope and epic conclusions to gigantic space operas. And here it is again. They just rehash this shit because no one has the brain to be like, you know what? Maybe let's not do that. That's a bad idea. No. Here again is the same shit. Oh, remember that one movie where the Emperor, in the end was trying to control somebody and they overcame him because he was the secret. Yes, I remember that. I saw that fucking movie when I was a kid. I don't need to see it again with worse actors. Fuck you.
What do you think about all the Return of the Jedi parallels? Do you think this is going to do what the first two in this trilogy did and just rip off the first and second films of the original trilogy?
Yes,
I do, because
I think this is thematically set up to be Return of the Jedi.
It is Return of the Jedi, and like I said, if this is somehow simply just them releasing a trailer to get everyone hyped, and then there's going to be a swerve, and it's not, and the story doesn't go the way that we all think it's going to go based on the trailer and everything that's been leaked and what they've been saying, that would literally be the greatest swerve in movie history. And you mean to tell me that the company that barely can put together a plan to promote their fucking movies until it's 3 months out, or the same company that has had so many mishaps PR wise, and that very same company can barely get the original actors to enjoy being in their fucking new movies? That would be the crazy. I would fucking eat my own goddamn hand. Because there's no way that Lucasfilm all of a sudden woke up one night and fucking became the goddamn tacticians that know how to fucking manipulate the media and have the greatest movie of all time. That's not the fucking. I have a better chance of becoming goddamn a Kardashian than Lucasfilm all of a sudden making the fucking Star Wars movies great. That's insane. There's no way.
All you got to do is blow Ray J on a sex tape and you're already in there, dude.
There you go.
Maybe I get some free Ray-Bans out of this shit. I don't know. But I'd much rather do that than watch this movie because it makes me so sad. It makes me like this movie is going to be Avatar. It's not going to have any relevancy. It's not going to be. There's no ingenuity. There's no originality. They literally are just copying Return of the Jedi, and it's goddamn. It's so sad. It's so sad.
Kendo, Nick, do you guys have anything to jump off about the Return of the Jedi parallel or anything?
I mean, it's just uncanny. It's uncanny, but then again, like it's just their way of just being like, yeah, well, like Disney really wanted their own Star Wars really badly, and that's why they're copying other movies. Because like, oh, if we put a little bit of nostalgia in this and make this kind of look like the other ones, people will watch them and we'll get money, and then it'll be our trilogy. It'll be Disney's Star Wars, our thing, and we'll kill off the other characters and the other stuff and make ours more epic and more awesome because ours is made now and we have 3D and we have CG and we can do all this cool stuff and it's going to be awesome. Everyone's going to love it. But clearly people have woken up. And they're just like, yeah, this is kind of shitty. Just stop. Just really just stop. And I mean, watching this trailer is just like, oh man, like they just put in things that they thought would make that people would watch and would get them hyped. But it's just like there's a lot of stuff in here that doesn't make any sense at all. And it's just like I don't know, man. It's gonna be a shit show. It's gonna be a fun dumpster fire to watch.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a great time watching it drunk with all of us together.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's gonna be the best part.
I was probably gonna have my fucking face in my hand for so many parts of that movie because it's just like, I mean, and then they keep building it up. They keep the epic conclusion to the Skywalker saga, and it's like, what do you mean the epic conclusion? You've had one that is a for sure failure. Everyone admitted that with The Last Goddamn Jedi. I mean, there's no way that can be considered epic of any fucking proportion. Then you had a giant fucking fart with The Force Awakens where you can't even you can't even copy characters correctly.
Yeah,
and
it
then
was.
Here we are.
Yeah, it was basically just a dick measuring contest with George Lucas.
It was. It was like, hey, George, remember that thing you made? We can do it better. Where it's like, no, you can't. And then, all of a sudden, here we go again with this bullshit with people. Oh, man, oh my, just watch the movie. It's just a movie. People just have sad lives. Like, bitch, you can't have it both ways. Either it's just a fucking movie or it's important. If it's important, then we can critique it and say, hey, that does not look okay. Sure, it's got all the bells and the whistles, and you've got cool images of Star Destroyers coming out of fucking ice. That is cool. I love that. Looks really fucking cool. But at the same time, it's like, oh, here's an epic conclusion, an epic showdown between two characters who don't fucking matter. So now here they are. Hey guys, it's the World Championship Classic bout between Raylo and Swolo. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. It's like, but why is it awesome? They haven't done anything. And here we are again. There's going to be some epic goddamn battle. Oh, the Emperor's in it. Oh, we're going to show them breaking a mask. Everyone's got so excited for that scene. This man doesn't make any fucking sense. That doesn't make any sense. So even if they're working together, why the fuck is he wearing that goddamn helmet again? They made it a point in the last goddamn movie that he got rid of it, that he fucking got rid of it, and he hated it, and he was killing the past, but he's wearing it again. And they're breaking some, probably in a fucking dream sequence bullshit. Why? So they're working together, or they're not working together. Are they fucking gonna make out and finger each other's booty holes, or are they gonna fucking be enemies and have some crazy showdown in the fucking rain? This movie has no idea what it wants to be. Oh, and then hey, remember that part in The Last Jedi where they called out for help and fucking no one came? Oh, fuck you if you remember that, because now it's gonna be an epic space battle where there's just a collage of ships, and they somehow, over the course of how many ever years, built a whole other fucking army just conveniently for this last showdown, where you made it a point to show that the rest of the fucking galaxy was so hopeless that no one went and helped them. And I'm supposed to just look past that shit.
Speaking of looking past, am I supposed to just look past that giant parts of the entire Death Star survived an explosion?
Not only giant parts, the fucking
throne room. The whole throne room survived. A chair, a space chair survived.
God damn it, man. And part of me is like, well, maybe they're gonna try and say, oh, well, that was another Death Star that they started to build and it got destroyed. But then again, that would be fucking dumb, because why the fuck would they build two Death Stars in fucking secret? Like, oh, just in case this one fucking blows up, or we'll have two Death Stars. Imagine the goddamn, like building Death Stars was like fucking putting up a deck of goddamn cards. It's that goddamn easy. It was like, that wouldn't make any sense. So no one remember the third fucking Death Star? Fuck you, man. God damn it, man. Oh, and then we're still not going to have an explanation as to how the fucking New Order came into power. This is the third goddamn movie where no one has explained that shit.
What about, where's the lightsaber come from?
That's story for another time, Jeff.
Yeah, magic.
Space magic?
She's so independent. She's so powerful. She's a strong, independent woman who's using someone else's fucking lightsaber. She can't make her own. Where it's an established goddamn lore in the fucking universe. Jedi make their own fucking lightsabers, man.
Yeah. Well, she's not a Jedi.
No.
Damn it. Oh no. And then, remember that in the last movie where they made a fucking point to show how fucking hopeless Luke is and how he said that the Jedi need to die. But no, now he has a monologue in the movie where he's saying, oh, that's what Jedi do. They face their fear. Bitch, you didn't want me to be a Jedi 2 weeks ago. Now I'm facing my fear.
Look, man, things have changed, right? It's been a crazy 2 weeks. All right, They need to come back. We need to start recruiting them. All right, we need an audition couch. We need an audition room and a black couch. Okay,
we need to be
going. Okay,
it's just so many plot holes just in the trailer. And I listen. And if this is the greatest swerve ever, that would be one of the greatest builds up to a movie of all time. But I highly fucking doubt that J.J. Abrams, the dude who couldn't even fucking finish his own fucking TV show the right way, all of a sudden it's going to have some crazy movie that's going to set all my goddamn concerns aside and fucking undo the goddamn past of The Force Awakens and Last Jedi. I highly fucking doubt it. And anyone that has the fucking gall to tell me that that's the case, there's going to be some furniture moving in this motherfucker.
Ooh, like an ottoman?
He's going Antonio
like
Brown style.
like a coffee table. Like what are we talking about here?
I think he's gonna throw a chair.
Oh shit!
Remember that commercial, that WCW commercial where Sting shows up at the kid's house, starts beating the ever living shit out of the kid, and
You
puts
mean
him
the
through a
Sprite
table.
commercial?
Sprite, yeah. Well, it was a Sprite, but fucking Sting was in it. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do to whoever fucking tells me, oh no, the movie will probably end up being great. I'm gonna be like, okay, all right, I'm going to jail today. That's what I'm doing.
I didn't think it would end like this for Dion, but alas, it did.
So depressing, man.
All right.
And then, oh, it's just a movie, Dion.
I'll get the
Fuck
bail
you.
money
You're just a
together.
movie.
Yeah, every goddamn time.
Depressing, dude.
So Dion, I thought of you instantly when I saw the charge of the Horse Space Brigade.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of that? How does it make you feel?
I'm not afraid, but I feel like it's Lucasfilm specifically fucking calling me out, and which I know is not the case, but I feel attacked. I feel personally attacked. They're like, you know what? Fuck that one dude who has on that one show that talks about Star Wars. We're gonna put fucking horses in space. Fuck you, guy. And I'm just like, even if it's in the air, like the horses are just running. You guys got them up there. How the fuck they get them up there? And someone who's like tactically, you know what? To win this battle, go get the fucking horses. Put them in the cargo bay. We're fucking charging at dawn on these horses.
Yeah, but like if it's dawn on a spaceship, that could be in 30 seconds or 3 hours. Like what? When is dawn? Like it matters like the rotation of the ship and stuff. Like what do you mean dawn? Like are we? Is that like 2 minutes? What's going on here?
I don't know, man. Apparently, listen. If that whole thing, your problem is with my joke about it being dawn and not the fucking horses that are riding in space, we've got other fucking problems we gotta address.
I mean just that sequence of the horses on the side of the ship and there's other ships around them. I'm just like, this is retarded. I'm sorry. I cannot I understand, it's Star Wars and things are different and things like that you can't really go by, science, but there are certain things we know. And like that's one of the things, like you cannot have horses on the side of a fucking ship just galloping along trying to do stuff. Like that's not how my brain works, and it's going to confuse a lot of people. So you can piss them off or make them laugh.
Well,
clearly doesn't understand how hooved animals work whenever they're on a smooth surface. They don't do so hot. And then I think this is really just their way to try to appeal to the brony crowd. They're like, who can we get into this movie? We need to get more groups into this movie. Let's get the bronies.
But really, fuck that one guy on that one podcast.
That's right. But hey, the one guy on the podcast, what's his name? Dijon. Fuck that guy. Put them horses in the movie.
Mustard.
It feels that way, dude. It really fucking feels that way because clearly, there's no way that someone's like, you know what, and we're gonna have them riding horses on the ship, and everyone's just like, yeah, it's a great fucking idea. That can't be real. Like it has to be like a dig at me. It fucking has to be because. There's no way that's like, yeah, it makes sense.
I swear, if there's a sequence where they're about to get on the horses and Finn's like, man, I hate horses, I'm gonna laugh my ass off at you.
God, I'll get up and be like, I fucking knew
it. Oh man.
Well, what did you think? Okay, so we talked about the leaks about 2 months ago, maybe a month and a half.
Yeah.
This trailer confirms most of those leaks. What do you think of the plot now, based off of leaks being confirmed?
It's just one, they've got more fucking holes than Swiss fucking cheese, which is like, how much money do you guys fucking make as a company? You can't keep shit together. And then two, who the fuck is writing this? Like who they come up with this shit and then it gets leaked and they're just like, they see the blowback and they're just like, yeah, we're gonna keep it because people are saying it doesn't make sense, and we're just
vocal minority.
It. God damn it! It's just so saddening, that it's turning out that way. Just like the leak said, and it's like, oh god, this movie's gonna be so bad.
I'm still waiting for the space baby.
Spebe.
A little bit of the bass. Oh, never mind. I can't. There's no of the leaks. The whole the time travel stuff, the Pathfinder or the Wayfinder or whatever the hell it is. It's just like, how is this a good idea? What did J.J. Abrams take that made him sit down and think, Oh yeah, this will put butts in seats.
Listen, man, him and Joe Rogan got together and did some DMT, okay, and then they watched some UFC, and then shit went down. All right.
If there is a space moose in this movie or a spoose, and it gets hit by a car or a land speeder, my opinion's going to change completely. But until the space moose or spoose gets hit by the speeder, no.
Hey, have you seen that video where the spoose gets hit by the TIE fighter?
Hey man, you ever take space DMT?
Oh shit!
That would explain how the horses and the people riding them can breathe in space if they took fucking space DMT. That's the only explanation I'll fucking take.
Maybe they're special horses with like metal hooves. They're like, hey,
magnetic hooves.
Yeah,
they use the same technology
like
as those bombs from The Last Jedi.
There you go. Yeah,
yeah.
But somehow they're twice as fast.
It's wartime. They have to reuse and recycle. So remember how they would take old comic books and use them for the war effort somehow? That's what they do with those old bombers. They scrapped them for space horseshoes. So spore shoes.
Spore shoes. Yeah, they're special. They don't slide on other metallic, smooth, flat objects, and they're hypermagnetic. So that way, when you turn on the ship's magnetic, whatever shield, it helps them stick right to the side of it.
That's probably going to be the explanation for it. It's like, oh, we're going to turn on the shield's going to hold everything in place.
Yeah, but it's like, but even so,
forces shall gallop.
Even so, it doesn't like they're clearly in at least in high orbit because there's another Star Destroyer behind it, right?
Yeah.
How the fuck would they be able to fucking breathe?
The same technology that let Potato Sack's sister hang out at the bottom of a Bombay door in a spaceship and breathe just fine. Magic.
Is it still called Bombay? I thought they changed the name.
That's a different place. And Nick doesn't want to talk about it, even though I referred to him as the Bombay bad boy the other day.
I don't want to talk about it. I had a bad time there. Okay.
What did you do?
I am legally not allowed to say.
He stole a spelephant.
Yeah, me and Elon Musk.
I'd watch that for $1.
Yeah,
we got
2-hour documentary.
We took some DMT and we put it in his Falcon rocket and shot it to the moon.
Yeah, 2-hour documentary on Nick stealing an elephant in Bombay and being ejected from the city.
I hope in the next Star Wars movie they show that whale on the moon dead from South Park.
Oh my
How cool would that be? That's the best moment of South Park.
Quite meta. It's actually that might have even been longer than a decade ago, but yeah, it's up there. That was funny as shit.
Well, it stuck with me. I think I only saw it once.
Oh god, I remember that episode.
Well, it's a great episode. I think it's Free Willy XYZ. It's a good one.
So with Princess Leia allegedly dying in this, are you guys going to be emotionally invested or not give a shit?
No, because she's actually she's really dead and been dead for a while now.
Yeah,
and I mean I know they're gonna pull on the heartstrings and shit and have her train Rey or something. I'm sure because they're not gonna show the training sequence between her and Luke. I don't think so. It's gonna be weird.
Oh, they will.
Unless they're gonna show 45 minutes of just a training montage between Luke and Leia and then Leia and Rey, which would be really fucking boring. So
I'm gonna be fucking sad because that's the last vestige of the original trilogy. That's fucking good. And even though her part in The Last Jedi wasn't fucking great, and they definitely randomly threw shit at her character, it's like her being dead is the last sign of the studio giving a shit, which I'm not saying
no, man, no, it's them honey dicking us because they wanted her likeness in the movie. They just want to keep tugging on the nostalgia gland and keep milking that shit because they don't care because they killed the other guys who were alive. But the person who's dead, they're going to put in the movie. So it's really weird.
Well, that's part of the reason why it's not going to have any effect for me is one, she's actually dead in real life. Two,
yeah, exactly.
She turned into a space Mary Poppins in the last movie, and that kind of wrecked her character for me.
Sperry Spoppins.
Sperry Spoppins. She's Sperry Spoppins, y'all. And that kind of really took it out for it's like you had a chance. You could have killed her heroically on the bridge of the ship, just like you fried calamari man, and like what I did there. But Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna have her turn into a space witch, and she's a switch. She's gonna Superman that hoe all the way back to the ship and get in there, and everything's gonna be okay. So that really for me, it was just like, wow, this character is now stupid.
Yeah, but it's just that's all true. That's all 100% true. But the fucking nostalgia, man, and then her being dead, it's just like now it's going off the rails. That's the sign that it's going off. I mean, it was already fucking teetering and tottering, and we're getting spoonfuls of shit before her character's dead. But now it's for sure like
helps
that
the
Star
medicine
Wars.
go down.
Yeah, the spoonful of shit helps the Star Wars go down.
There you go.
Fucking it's the true harbinger of the doom of Star Wars, man. And it's just like, okay, well, what bullshit, what true crazy, like, so even with all the crazy shit that we've had happen in these first two movies with Leia dead, it's the shit's truly gonna hit the fan. It's gonna be outside of space horses on the decks of ships that are in high orbit. What other crazy shit's gonna happen? And it just, goddamn, I shudder with fear.
Well, you know what?
For the future.
Look at first off, folks, thank you. We have 1,100 people watching. Hit that thumbs up button if you guys are enjoying the show tonight. Secondly, Dion, let's come up with some of the most outlandish things that could happen in this movie.
Okay.
I feel like that's now. Let's keep it within the realm of what actually could happen. Let's not say like all of a sudden Hulk Hogan, Superman, and Santa Claus come in and
damn it, that was mine.
Roast Tico or something.
Shit, hang on, let me rewrite mine then.
I'll tell you one. You're gonna see. I'd say one crazy shit. The first thing I can think of is they're gonna have fucking Rey like using the Force half destroy a planet randomly. I think that's something that's very viable gonna happen.
Oh God.
So
with the leaks happening, and there's still the whole baby thing, whatever. We're gonna have a really awkward sex scene happening. That's gonna happen. Even though the movie's like PG-13, it's gonna be a really awkward sex scene that's gonna happen.
They're gonna do that mind Skype space thingy where they can talk to each other over distances, and it's gonna be like cyber sex from like 1999, but in space with Skype.
Space 1999.
Yeah, spy teams.
Space
Spiny
1999.
mine. One thing I think will happen, and I would love to see happen because it would be outlandishly, retarded, would be while they're on the deck of that Star Destroyer, Rey's there, and they've got all those Death Star technology like lasers. One of them launches it at an Alliant or a Resistant ship, and she jumps up and just bats it back at him with her lightsaber and blows up the Star Destroyer.
Hold on, let me show you something. I got an idea. I'm going to play off of that real quick.
Holy shit!
Because you'll like this, Dion. Keep talking.
Okay,
so
that's mine.
I think that's a very plausible, for sure. Very plausible that might happen.
Let's see. Yeah. Time travel to where she meets Obi-Wan and gives him, the lightsaber or something, or she meets I don't know, Anakin's mom or something, and tries to help her but can't because the portal's only open so far, or some shit like that. Like she just keeps jumping through time or whatever.
So when you were talking about Rey using her lightsaber to stop that planet killer, this is instantly what popped in my mind. Remember that Superman cartoon where he punches the laser?
Oh my God.
This is going to be fucking her. She's just going to go up against it like this. What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. It's just the laser's going to fire, and she's just going to rear back and slug for the fences and just, right back at him.
This is actually in the public
I would
domain.
love it. Nice.
We could do a review. Anyway, go ahead.
I was going to say, I would love it if when they go to Frozen Bespin, if a Star Destroyer crashes into it and sinks Titanic style.
James Cameron's like, shit, they beat me again at the ball.
Yeah, all of a sudden you hear that Celine Dion song start up at the beginning, and the Star Destroyer just slowly fucking lists to the right and goes down and breaks in half.
Dude, Leonardo DiCaprio is one of the Imperial officers.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The ship is called Rose. Rose!
he's on like a space door just floating there. He's like, there's not enough room for both of us.
We could actually make that scene ourselves, and we could use fucking busted recorder music for that of that song.
Yes,
that'd be awesome.
Yes. Oh my God.
I know another one too. They'll probably have it where Finn all of a sudden decides that he has the power of the Force too, and he fucking crashes an entire Star Destroyer like Star Killer did in fucking the Force Unleashed. He just grabs it out of the sky, and he goes, and he does the fucking the Rock Bring It, and it just he crashes it on the planet. Boom.
Yeah. Based on that image we saw of Potato Sack, like sitting there holding that little laser submachine gun looking thing, she's gonna go on a mini run on the bridge of that Star Destroyer, just start icing new First World Order troops left and right, and she's gonna be like fucking Rambo yelling while she does it. Stop calling me a potato sack. She's gonna go save some space.
I think Captain Phasma's gonna show up again randomly just because.
Probably. She did die in the deleted scene, but they, cut that out. So she'll probably show up again. That'll
I'm thinking right? I'm thinking like that tall ass fucking hood ornament's gonna show up again and then die again. So
yeah,
because it worked the first.
Finn's gonna get himself a. Yeah, and after Finn kills her the third time, he's going to give himself a spatalac, and he's going to mount her to the hood.
It's a spatalac!
It's a spatalac!
And then the Spokesbusters show up.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Why? Here's a question. We saw the Holdo maneuver. Why doesn't that entire fleet just put a droid behind their ship and just kamikaze all those things at light speed?
Because plot, brother. Because
that would make way too much sense and be too awesome, and it wouldn't. Yeah, then we'd be like 30 seconds long.
Well, I'm just saying, if you're going to show that you have this ability in a movie, why would you go into a huge fight and not use it?
I agree.
Because they don't have enough purple wigs to put on everybody, so that we could do it.
I'm glad that's your answer, Dion.
That's the one thing I got. Because fuck you, that's why.
Life sucks and then you die.
That's good shit.
Let's see what the listeners are saying in the chat. So first off, we have our friend Dr. Coffin who says, I'd give you more bad Bond titles, but to paraphrase The Terror, I got nothing. I think my favorite one was The World is Something Sufficient or something. The one you gave the lazy Bond title. That might have been my favorite. Klaus Stork says, hey guys.
It was like you only killed twice.
You only what?
I was trying. You only get killed twice or something like that.
Nick has the master.
I don't know that
from Horror Hound.
All right, got it.
We'll get it from him at Star Wars, or when he comes up for Star Wars, and I'll tape it up.
Yeah.
Klaus Stork, thank you very much. He says, "Hey guys, do you think if a Jedi or Sith gets constipated, they use the Force to relieve themselves?"
Yeah, like he eats a bad Spirito, and he's like, "Oh, that shit ain't sitting right." So he's like uses the Force as his own version of Pepto-Bismol.
I would like for us to do a skit called like Barry Fat Jedi, and it's just a Jedi with terrible eating habits and how he uses the Force to keep himself alive.
Yeah, we could do that.
That sounds amazing. I'm totally down for that.
Yeah, he has a Spart attack, but he can use the Force to like defibrillate himself.
They'd be like, Barry, if only you use the Force to stop eating. Nope, can't do it. Only Sith steals and absolutes.
Are you kidding me? Look at what universe I'm in. I'm gonna stop eating all this wonderful alien food. Get fucked.
They have grilled tauntaun. I'm not gonna turn that down.
The Force may be strong with me, but my hunger is stronger.
Yeah,
Barry, the Fat Jedi.
They have poor.
Fucking Barry, the Fat Jedi.
They have poor curry. Come on now.
Oh fuck. Oh, that's too good.
Coming to a galaxy near you next summer. There we go. Let's see. Fanatics of Film says the new Jedi won't be called Skywalkers; they'll be called Horse Whisperers or Sports Whisperers. Oh my god. JRG Project says whiskey for the fans, blue milk for the Sporses.
There you go.
I'm gonna take a shot of whiskey and put it in my blue milk. Fuck it.
It's not gonna taste good.
I don't care.
No. Only John Campia likes crap of that magnitude. Let's see. TLJ Screwjob says, where are we as a society lost the ability to say at least Han, Luke, and Leia were on screen together one last time? Why weren't they?
Oh my god! Don't even. Oh, that makes me so sad now.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, man. You talk about how can they paid billions of dollars. How can they be so fucking tone deaf? That's insane. Jesus, man. God damn. That's so, that makes me so sad.
Because they wanted to perpetuate their agenda and the whole like diversity agenda, and they're just like, this is the plan. Fuck the old people, fuck the old heroes of Star Wars, because they were from another time and men ruled and it was a problem. So we're gonna do our own thing with women and with people of color, and it's gonna be awesome and people are gonna love it. Obviously not.
Yeah, it's the 2010s, folks. We got to be diverse. Only one old white man on screen at a time.
And they can't look cool or do anything.
Yeah.
Unless it's a political debate, then we can have a bunch of old white men.
12 Angry White Men, a Star Wars.
That's right. 12 angry old white men.
TLJ Screwjob, we read that one. Pallywhacker says Robot Chicken did a better job with Star Wars than Disney.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
I would like to give that listener a shout out for name of the week.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. What was it? Robot Chicken is, oh man, their Star Wars specials are awesome. I love them.
Yeah. I like the Family Guy trilogy as well.
Yeah, that's really good too.
That's all right, but I like Robot
really
Chicken's better.
I thought It's a Trap, the finale of that trilogy, was the best one.
Yeah, was it? No, something Dark Side. No, It's a Trap. Yep, you're right. Yep. That was
they ruined the Empire Strikes Back with that one, but they redeemed themselves. I remember buying the box set when I lived with you still.
Yep.
Dude, we gotta watch this, and of course we did, like 12 times. Let's see. JRG Projects again says whiskey for the fans, blue milk for my Sporses.
Thanks, buddy.
We need to get Sporses drunk, right?
That sounds like a terrible country song.
How about
a spuntry song? Blue milk for my horses.
How about you've seen Half Baked, right?
Yes.
Remember when Harlan Williams goes to jail because he feeds the horse sugar cubes and he was a diabetic?
Yeah.
we have alcoholic Sporses. It's like the Red Dead Redemption glitch where they're just like, they're just flying off the fucking map and shit. That's what it is. That's how you redeem this movie. They just go ape shit, try to eat like BB-8.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Cesare Japan says, I got you back, Dr. Coffin Nails. Jane Blonde, double D7. Agent of Anus, Associated Network of Undercover Super Spies.
That could be worth a lot.
Somebody call Jim Wynorski. We're making a movie.
Oh my god, that's like our Rims job joke from earlier this week. I want to see this movie. Jane Blonde, Agent of Anus. Who would play Jane Blonde?
Jenna Jameson, 20 years ago.
Well, we're making this movie in 2020, Kendo. The only right answer is Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
I was gonna say Charlize Theron, but she's kind of gotten pissy lately.
Yeah, she still looks great, but if
we're
making this movie, we have to like the person.
Yeah.
So there you go, Hollywood. When we take you by storm, if you're cool, like was it Joaquin Phoenix said he wants to work with good actors and no assholes, and that was his only rule for Joker.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I would explain why he seemed to enjoy doing his job.
Let's see. Some of these are coming in twice. TLJ Screwjob says, on a lighter note, best Raimi trilogy scene. Mine is just take the money scene because Aunt May is putting Peter above her well-being. MCU Peter wouldn't fully understand the gravity of that scene. That's a good question. So that's from number 2. For God's sakes, it's just not much. There's not just okay. There's a couple great ones. You guys chime in when you think of one. I do like when Doc Ock's like, I will not die a monster, and then sacrifices himself at the end of number 2.
Yeah, that one's really good.
I think my ultimate favorite scene, I mean, are we talking like emotional scene or just moment in the film? Because like number 2, from the minute J. Jonah Jameson's like, he was a hero. He's the only one that could have saved your son's fiance and all that shit. And he goes, yes. And then Spider-Man steals the suit back. He's like, he's a crook. He should be strung up by his webs. I want him prosecuted and all that shit. And then Spider-Man like pops through the newspaper and swings through the city. And then he's in the reflection of Doc Ock's glasses. Like from a visual standpoint, that might be my favorite one. But if we're talking like, emotional weight, I'll go with I Will Not Die a Monster.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
There's the one where he saves the train.
That is cool.
That one's fucking awesome because like he takes off his mask, everybody sees his face, and they kind of like pull him back in and they just ignore it. It's like, yeah, we saw his face, we don't care, but you're still Spider-Man. Like that whole thing. I think that was really, really awesome, really powerful because like you save everybody, and then it's like, yeah, thanks, man. We're not gonna tell everybody who you are.
Yeah, I do like that. Like he's just a kid, no older than my son.
Yep.
I always enjoy the part where he's on the phone eating cookies and he's making that girl make him more cookies. I don't know why. I enjoy that scene.
You have nuts?
That one is good.
I could make some nuts. Go make me some more, Ursula.
Yeah.
I loved how you beat poops midway through it as well. And then I guess from the first movie, I do like when Aunt May is praying. I think that's a pretty cool, powerful scene that they would never put in a Disney Star Wars flick. And I also like at the end when Spider-Man, because it's directly from the comics, when he uses his webs, he pulls down on the two flag poles and flings himself across the river up to the bridge. I always thought that was a cool shot.
Yeah.
So, tell Jay Screwjob, thank you. I'm sure we'll talk about Raimi's Spider-Man randomly throughout the night.
Yeah.
Ray's Double Dong says the throne room design is based on the 1982 Ralph McQuarrie concept drawing, where the lava is. It's funny how, realistically, when I'll save this for a video. Never mind. That's a point I'll make later. Hold on. I'm going to write that down because I'm like, shit, I'm not giving away all my good stuff right away. Come back and watch the videos. What do you want? You guys talk about that point he made.
About the concept art?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's this whole bullshit about, we're coming up with original stuff and but we're gonna pay homage and we're not gonna copy and all this other shit. And it's like clearly you're not. Clearly you are not. You're gonna fuck. You can't even come up with your own concept. All you got to use something that someone else used for the movie you're already copying. Come on.
Yeah, and they're also the ones who are like, oh yeah, the extended universe, the extended universe isn't canon. We're gonna borrow from it a lot. Like,
yeah, that's
copy it a lot. It's like, what? Don't know. I just don't know.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. It's so ridiculous.
When it's convenient for them, it's okay stuff. But when but they want to say, "Oh, this stuff doesn't. It's not canon. It doesn't exist." You don't have to worry about that. But we're gonna borrow from it because it'll get you to go, "Oh man, that's from the EU. I got to see this."
Yeah, or even like they're using a lot of like concept art from George Lucas's stuff for I guess the other movie. And they're like, oh yeah, it's from his stuff. That's what we're using. It's like, yeah, you're just saying that now so that we were like, oh yeah, he was involved with this at some point, and because it's got his touch, it's gonna be good. It's like, no, you're just fucking with us, like you have been these last two movies. Like, I'm sorry, it's not gonna work.
Mm-mm. Cesaria Japan says, I'll help Dr. Coffinails. Jane Blonde, Double D7, Associated Network of Undercover Super Spies. That's what I meant when certain ones come up twice. So thank you, Cesaria Japan. Yes, we want to watch Agent of Anus.
Yeah.
Do you think Agent of Anus would have more seasons than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yes.
Yes, definitely.
I think people would watch out of curiosity. They're like, oh my God, this show's got the word anus in the title. And
yeah, they'd be like, what the fuck's going on?
Like, is this about a proctologist? What is this?
A proctologist super spy. That's
Weird.
Barry. In a former life, he was a fat Jedi. Then he became a proctologist.
Yeah. Sproctologist.
Barry, space proctologist.
Yeah, he can put the glove on by just using the Force.
That'll
Force
be,
will be the lube.
Every week, Barry's got a new job.
Yeah.
The Major says, my spirit animals. Well, thank you, the Major. We like to think we are as well. 007 Cloud says, did you guys notice glass in the throne room?
Yes, I did. There's panes of glass still available in the throne room of a space station that was obliterated in a nuclear blast.
And when it hit the ground, wouldn't the glass have shattered at least?
Well, I mean, if it had hit any sort of planet with an atmosphere, it would have burnt the fuck up and then become just molten glass and just evaporated. But yeah, fuck me for space stuff, whatever.
Disney doesn't know shit about how space works.
Apparently they don't.
Wide open.
Roadhead.
Yeah.
Goober Brothers Entertainment says J.J. Abrams needs to grow up and get contact lenses.
I mean,
And a better haircut.
Yeah.
and talent.
But guys,
I mean
he
that
doesn't
would help
have
too.
contact lenses. He has the lenses from the original Star Wars movies. Doesn't that make this great?
Do they flare?
Something does.
Do they give him magical creative powers that where we can finish something actually?
Nope. We saw his Star Trek.
They give
films.
They give him the power to be able to see other movies to steal from.
Well, that makes sense.
I think I should. If I had the time, I would go back and watch all of his films and go, every one of J.J. Abrams' films borrows from something else, and just make a list.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, I've said it for the last couple of years on the show. He loves to steal from Spielberg. He loves to. That's his main point. There is like he just takes everything Spielberg does and just tries to redo it and make it his own thing, but he can't because Spielberg did it first and he did it better.
Well, Spielberg is one of the greatest of all time. Some would argue the greatest director of all time. I wouldn't, but he's the most successful.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Richard Donner's better.
That gives me an idea. That gives me an idea for our sketch show. I will tell you off air.
Cool. Write it down. Take notes.
Dandy.
Our friend Joseph Bianowitz says Swallow and Ray get drunk in the hot tub and go back in time.
Come on, don't ruin that movie for me.
only if those guys show up as well in the hot tub, then I'll allow it.
Dude, imagine
Maybe.
Rob Corddry in a Star Wars film.
Dude, that'd be amazing.
Dude.
Holy, I love that guy. It would be fucking awesome. He's like, I'm in a fucking robe and I have a laser sword. Shit, man, I'm gonna cut some bread.
So if there's space Lugal, it'd be Sploogle, right?
Yes.
Imagine in Star Wars they have to look something up and they're like, shit, we'll just use Sploogle real quick. Oh,
Dude, that'd be hilarious if that's the way they do everything.
Liquor Jim.
Every time they invent a new word, they tell they put in their their little dictionary or whatever. It's like, all right, there's a new word, whatever. We'll keep it
Bourbon
there.
Dictionary.
There you go.
We need to come up with a Suburban Dictionary t-shirt.
Done.
Liquor Jim, thank you very much. He says The Rise of Skywalker will have 3 visually stunning scenes to dazzle Joe and Jill normal and the smooth-brained shills. Those people will then ignore the rest of the film as deep as a glass of spilled milk. Sad.
I agree. Yeah, any of the normies who watch this are going to be, I think after they watch it like the first time, they're like, oh, it's great, it's awesome. Then they get it on DVD or whatever, they watch it again, they're going to be like, this is less awesome. Doesn't make sense.
Remember, people always want to say, oh, it's just a couple of dollars that the movie's made less. The Force Awakens Blu-ray sold 6 million units roughly. The Last Jedi moved 3. And for everyone that uses the argument, well, they don't buy Blu-rays anymore. Avengers Endgame beat the entire Last Jedi Blu-ray sale in the first less than 2 months. So just throwing that up there.
Okay, yeah, and people don't buy fucking Blu-rays, whatever.
Well,
Bullshit.
We're going to talk maybe on After Hours about what 20th Century Fox is doing. They're fucking the fans, and I'm going to make a video about it for next week.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we'll talk about that on After Hours. So if you're a patron, you want to hear it, check it out. But our worst fears are confirmed with Disney buying Fox. Just
God.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Yep. Adam Wofford says, hey, guys, the Star Destroyers are coming out of the ice asteroid, so they're in space without hard suits. They just stole the Katana fleet from the heir to the Empire.
Yep, we were talking about that last week too. How that's the first thing I said too is, they're stealing that from Timothy Zahn. Great, thanks guys. Totally original shit.
And then this is the last one we'll read, and then we'll get back into our Rise of Skywalker talk. Horace Cock Johnson says, love you guys. I missed the beginning because I'm drunk. Everyone at Disney can suck my penis in space. I'm sorry. I meant to say my Spock. Space plus cock. So I can't watch Star Trek anymore because all I'm going to think of is Leonard
Space
Nimoy.
plus cock, yeah.
Spock. Oh my god. So yes, we talked about the leaks. We talked about the ripoffs from Return of the Jedi, which, by the way, I turned Return of the Jedi on during the beginning of the stream, just for background. In Jabba's palace, I never noticed there is a giant snake with a huge tongue hanging from the ceiling.
Really?
Never noticed that.
That's awesome.
It's kind of weird, but it's kind of nice how visually dense Jabba's palace is. But it's also nice how quickly we move from that to the Emperor arriving.
Well, who was it? Just came out with an article about how The Last Jedi isn't even good. Shit, who fucking posted? I can't remember who it was, but there's some fucking asshole website, some blogger put on there. Oh, well, it's not really good, and it's actually boring. I'm like, see, now your asshole colors are really showing. For you to actually say that and believe that it's boring. You know, I mean, oh my god, the bootlicking that's gonna happen because of Rise of Skywalker is amazing. Not to mention that's showing a tell. You shitting on Return of the Jedi is a clear indicator that you're admitting that they're fucking copying it. You know, so
I was gonna say they did a thing to The Force Awakens before Last Jedi came out. There was a bunch of people going, "Well, this one wasn't that good. The next one's gonna be better." So it's kind of like they're shitting on it just for the sake of trying to prop up the next movie, which I don't get.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is like, how does that make? If those ones are bad, people are gonna assume, if they believe you, assume that the fucking sequels are gonna be bad, dummies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I mean, if this is copying, Return of the Jedi, then this is also going to be bad. You know, come on.
Right.
Do you think they'll go so far as to copy Ewoks?
Dude, it might not be
We'll see
Ewoks.
Ewoks. I guarantee you.
It'll be called like Pewoks or something. Pewots or something.
Pewoks?
I mean, they're gonna do some,
P-Diddies.
native population that helps them fight. I swear, I can feel it.
It
right.
might be-
The Force is talking to me.
It might be that little gremlin creature that's fixing C3 might be like people like little creatures like that or something. Who knows?
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, we're gonna get some kind of Ewok looking thing. I guarantee it.
Yeah, because they got to sell fucking toys, man. They got to sell something or try to sell toys. Jeez.
Well, the funny thing is, we have all the toys that are going to be out for this calendar year. So we're not getting anything crazy at Christmas because according to speculation, those new tariffs that were supposed to happen?
Yeah.
All the companies pushed out all their shipments from China as soon as possible to avoid the tariffs. So Star Wars for Christmas, this year at least, is about 9 action figures and 2 ships.
Ooh.
Yeah, and one of them's from A New Hope. And a couple of those action figures are from A New Hope as well, like Luke Skywalker.
Oh, of course they are.
So we can joke about how the toy line has not existed, but that's actually the case this year. There's very little. And for anyone that wants to look it up, just go to rebelscum.com or Jedi Temple Archives, or just Google it. And you'll see that this is a non-Star Wars Christmas, even though it's technically a movie year.
Yeah, and this is $1 billion company doing this. Like
Billion?
Try
multi-billion, my friend.
Who the fuck is running this operation? Like, massive movie coming out.
Kennedy.
God, she has no fucking idea what she's doing.
Remember, every time we critiqued her, we were sexist because, you just don't like her because she's a woman. No, because she sucks at her job.
Yes.
Like, it's been years of this crap. And you would think, literally in any other job, if you delivered something that was, if your brand was so disjointed and broken, you'd be fired. But because they don't want you to look bad in the Hollywood realm, we fired a strong, powerful woman. We kept her on and we allowed stupid decisions to be made.
Yeah. Yahoo did that too, and look where they are.
And she got her golden parachute.
Yeah, that's true. Also, I love how Bob Iger's like on his way out and he was telling all the secrets in his book. He's like, "Listen, I don't give a shit anymore. Here's what's happening. I'm gonna be out soon, so enjoy this."
You're right. Y'all sleep in this goddamn bed, that mess that you made. I'm out.
I'm taking my money and I'm moving to an island. Fuck it.
I mean, that's kind of a fair point, though. I'd move to an island too if I shit the bed.
Well, yeah. You don't hear anybody bitch or anything about Star Wars ever again. You just move there and that's it, man. You just live.
Well, I think what they need to do is, so we keep talking about how it seems like Star Wars has no future. Is there the Benioff and Weiss trilogy, the Rian Johnson trilogy, this Kevin Feige movie, and I guess on this channel we all agree that the Rian Johnson trilogy is not happening, right?
Right.
Nope. No. Because if there was any development, he would have said, "Oh yeah, we're in this stage," but instead he made fucking Knives Out. So, yeah,
that should be the poll question for this week on Twitter.
What
is the Rian Johnson trilogy ever going to happen?
Kendo, you have control of the Twitter. Make it a poll.
Good point.
And while you're at it, let us know how last week's poll went.
On it.
Okay, so who here on the channel has Verizon? All of us, right?
Yeah,
I don't. I'm on AT&T.
I got Sprint.
Okay, so Dion, you have Verizon, right?
Yes, sir.
So we're both Verizon. You know we're gonna get a free year of Disney Plus.
Yup, I saw that. I'm like, God damn it.
I didn't ask for it. I didn't want it.
Didn't either. Nope.
But they're gonna give it to us.
Yeah.
And we're gonna, even if we don't watch a single second of Disney Plus, we are going to become counted as the 500 million plus Disney Plus users.
Yep.
And I think that's kind of unfair.
It's definitely a couple ethical questions with that, especially when they're gonna, like you said, use those numbers to justify business decisions. Which is very shady, very, very, very fucking shady. So we'll see if that little caveat is mentioned when they, after the first, fiscal year, and they're like, yeah, we've got, 500 million fucking subscribers. It's like a lot of those were given free because they were Verizon customers, bro. Cool it, so.
And Captain Marvel made $1 trillion.
Allegedly.
No.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, they've tried everything. Even as soon as they launched it, they're like, "Hey, if you give us $150 now for 3 years, we'll. I mean, yeah, if you give us $150, we'll give you the service for 3 years, man. Right now, just right now." It's like, no, I don't even know if I want that for 3 years. I don't even know if I want it for a year.
Yeah, man.
Why would I just go ahead and just be like, yeah, 3 years of my life, yeah, Disney Plus right now.
That's a snake oil salesman tactic. Yeah, give it to me for 3 years, and you'll get it. You'll get it early. It's like, is it broken? Why are you giving it to me now with the 3-year advance? What the fuck what'd you do with it? Is this like made out of powered by children?
Did you already fuck it? Because I don't want it if you already fucked it.
Right. 3 years. Did you fuck this already? I don't want it.
Yeah, it's just it's all shady all around. I don't like it, but they can use the numbers to bolster their investors and be like, hey, here's how many users we got, and it's going to be awesome. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
No, but the point I was going to make though is I think they're going to use that platform to deliver whatever the next Star Wars film would be to avoid so much of this. Late trailers, reshoots, this, that, and the other. They just dump it onto streaming, and people have lower standards for streaming service films.
Yeah, but then it's going to get pirated even easier, and then nobody's going to pay for it.
Dude, there's already torrents of the new Terminator film. So,
oh my god, really?
Yep. Yeah. One of our listeners was telling me about it on Good Morning Pop Culture.
Holy shit!
I might have to fucking get it and watch that.
I might have to tempt that.
Do it for the channel.
We're gonna have a commentary of Terminator Dark Fate tomorrow. That won't be questionable at all.
Oh my god! I mean, we can always record it tomorrow and release it whenever. But yeah, I didn't even know that. Oh my god, that's insane. Oh, that's really bad.
All
right, what's the last poll results?
The last poll results. There's still an hour and 7 minutes left in it, and with 2,989 votes cast. Do you like the Rise of Skywalker trailer? The yeses have 21% and the noes have 79%.
I like those numbers.
Never tell me the odds.
And with 40 votes cast already in our new poll that's been up for 2 minutes, 40 votes, the yes has 0% and the no has 1,000 or 100%.
1,000%? No way!
Damn.
So yeah. So 40-0 is that one right now in favor of no. The Rian Johnson trilogy will not happen.
I wish Rian Johnson himself would comment. It's still happening, guys. It's like, I don't care, dude. Right? Show
me the work, damn it. Show me the paperwork of it happening. Show me the meeting, the meeting stuff or whatever. Show me anything about it happening, and we will believe you.
Getting the sequel trilogy. It starts in 2025.
So when it's already like a burnt turd, you're getting it then. Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jeez. Yeah, even the whole thing about like Avatar and Star Wars, I think they're going to redo that as well. Like, I don't know if that's going to be a definitive plan, after this one, because they may have to go back to the drawing board and just put everything on streaming. Just be like, yeah, we're not going to release any more Star Wars movies on in theaters. It's all going to be on streaming. Sorry.
Well, I'm not excited that I'm going to have to be counted in that. Sorry, I keep thinking about it. I don't want to be considered a Disney Plus subscriber. But The Mandalorian, do you think that's going to cause any to take away any box office from The Rise of Skywalker? Because people will be invested in that, and they might want to be like, well, I'm going to finish The Mandalorian, then I'll go check out the new movie type of thing. Because Mandalorian will have stormtroopers and all that shit.
No, I think that shitty trailer is going to take away from the box office. And then once word of mouth gets around about how bad the movie is, that will take away what's from the box office.
I think
Mandalorian.
Yeah, I think Jumanji has more of a chance to affect their box office than Mandalorian does.
I can't wait to see Jumanji.
I'm looking forward to Jumanji more than I am fucking Star Wars. Yeah, like that to me looks hilarious. So I'm totally down for that. But God, it's gonna be painful to watch Rise of Skywalker.
Let's see. So our friend Breadman Productions has a question, guys. What is our favorite James Horner score? Mine's Commando.
I think 48 Hours, I think, is mine.
So basically, we have the same favorite score.
Yep.
Same fucking thing.
Exactly.
Well, for those out there, aka Kendo and Nick, that want to know, it's either Titanic, Braveheart, Avatar, Southpaw, Aliens, A Beautiful Mind. Oh God, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Legends of the Fall, The Amazing Spider-Man, Troy, music from the motion picture, Commando, Field of Dreams, Casper, The Land Before Time, Apocalypto, Willow, Der Name der Rose, The Perfect Storm, The Rocketeer, American Tail, Bicentennial.
Fine, I'll take The Rocketeer because I fucking love that movie.
Cocoon.
Oh shit.
Oh my God, the Goot, Steve Guttenberg.
No, Cocoon, not the Goot. I don't know how you mistake those, but okay.
Hey, he said Goot. I thought that was hilarious. So now every time we see Gutenberg, officially the channel knows him as the Goot now.
The Goot.
Hey, man, it's the Goot. Hey, Goot, what you buying in the goddamn store, man?
If I ever see him out west, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, Goot!" and just see if he looks at me.
He'll be like, "What?"
Just give him this like nod and one of those like finger salutes like Han Solo does. Hey, Goot! I'm gonna get a restraining order. TLJ Spearjob asks, will the Demolition Man sex scene be better? Yes.
Oh, dude. Fucking, you mean the anxiety attack sex scene?
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Would you like to have sex with me? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Almost had a fucking panic attack. As a kid. I was like,
you mean the weird psychedelics, like telekinetic thing that happened with him? No.
Yeah, it was just like an up close fucking view of Sandra Bullock's face.
Yeah,
you sound like Dave Chappelle playing Prince.
Yeah, a little bit.
Grapes, bitches.
Game blouses. Normie Claus asks or says Star Wars Time Bandits would be awesome. I haven't seen Time Bandits.
Not with current Star Wars though. No. Sorry.
Liquor Jim says, "Lay off me! I'm starving." Barry the Fat Jedi. Yes! Barry the Fat Jedi is taking off.
Get off my plate.
Good reference.
I really want. Yeah, that was a good one. I really want us to become big enough to where we make a joke and it starts trending on Twitter. Like, could you imagine a world it's like Barry the Fat Jedi is trending on Twitter? It's like Barry the Fat Jedi.
Yeah, and then the next day, Lucasfilm calls us to buy the idea off of us. Like, hey, we really like that. We're going to buy this off you.
We're like, okay, sure.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
$1 billion.
You're like, fuck it. We see a future with Barry the Fat Jedi.
Barry the fucking Fat Jedi. God, that's so good.
Just bring all the suitcases of hundreds. Just ship them all over to our address. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. The PO box.
Yeah, the PO box. There you go.
The PO box. People are like, "What is in this?" Nothing. DVDs. Did you guys see on Good Morning Pop Culture? I opened up some PO box stuff and I got a Jelly of the Month Club mug from Salvador.
Right. Yeah. Oh shit!
Yeah, dude, it's incredible. It's one of the coolest things I've ever received in my life. It's the gift that keeps on giving, Clark.
That's right.
Crossbreed Azure says Star Wars, a defibrillator story coming to a galaxy near you because Barry is too fat for this one.
Yeah.
I hope somebody sends in a message about Barry the Fat Jedi on the High Council because it'll throw Jeremy and Ethan off. They'll be like, "Who's Barry the Fat Jedi?" I'm like, "Guys, I got a story to tell you." A long time ago in a buffet far, far away.
Jeff, the real question about Barry the Fat Jedi is, does he know how big is Batista's dick?
I love how Cecil and Anna Googled it.
No, they really did.
That's good. That's good.
Cecil spent 5 minutes looking up how big Batista's dick was.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Did he realize there's really no answer to that? It's just a giant joke.
no, he did not.
Okay.
It's Cecil. It's Cecil.
That's a good point.
Hello.
He's calling up WWE headquarters. Is Vince there? How big is Batista's dick? Hello?
Dude, I wish WWE would do a hashtag #AskWWE on Twitter and everyone just trolls how big is Batista's dick.
Oh
That
my
would be
god,
awesome.
that would be
Holy
wonderful.
shit.
We could just do that
20,000.
anyway. Folks, go tweet at the WWE asking how big is Batista's dick.
Hashtag fix WWE 2K20.
That's right. That's right.
The Fixer says, "What is Disney trying to do with horses? Copy the movie 12 Strong and reference the Mujahideen when the Taliban tanks on horses? Why? Whatever, I'm going back to playing Ghost Recon Wildlands." Dion, are you playing that game?
No, I got Modern Warfare. I didn't get Ghost Recon.
Oh, you got the new Call of Duty?
Yes, sir.
How is it?
So far, it's been pretty good. I was playing like some shit's not available, but it's very Call of Duty. Nothing too groundbreaking, but it looks pretty legit so far.
So what you're telling me is when I come up for New Year's,
Bet
while
your ass.
all the ladies are sleeping and the kids are still in bed, we're going to get up, drink coffee. Okay, we're going to drink beer at like 6 in the morning and play Call of Duty.
Goddamn right. Goddamn right we are. You know it.
We'll make hot toddies.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah, now you're speaking my language.
It's hot toddy. I did. When I was sick in California, I had hot toddy. It was the best thing ever.
That's cool, man.
Thank
yeah,
you.
we gotta definitely make
Whoever
some.
British person invented it.
You the best there, old scallywapper.
Old scallywapper.
I was gonna say it was invented by Robert Toddy.
Was he hot?
Now you know.
Old Scallywapper is Barry the Fat Jedi's arch nemesis.
Old Scal-
Which it doubles as a safe word.
It's his choice of alcohol. Oh, God. There's Barry the Fat Jedi doing shots of old scallywapper at the bar.
Is it the picture of Han Solo on the front with a mustache? That's all it is.
Oh fuck. Skywapper. Oops, sorry, Barry.
Does Barry the Fat Jedi, is he missing a foot from space diabetes?
You know he is.
Yeah.
Does he?
And using it as his kink.
Dude, is he like Klieg Lars from Attack of the Clones? He just has a hover chair. Yep. He's like, I may be missing a foot, but I'll still fuck you up. Ham! And then he just starts to fight him.
The Jedi healthcare is really shitty. It's just a fucking wooden foot.
Yeah, when he has to actually walk, he has to use the Force to be a surrogate foot for him. It works.
A space foot.
Oh fuck.
Let's see. Nathan Upside Down says Collider pulling a Red Letter Media-esque George Lucas skit is simultaneously funny and sad watching them try to regain fan favor. I'm gonna make a video on this eventually. Have you guys seen the George Lucas deep fake?
Yeah, I watched.
I heard about it, but I didn't watch it.
I watched. I think I said it on High Council.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watched it. It was hilarious. But then Jeremy said it was from Collider, and I was like, "What? That's weird. Why would they put effort into that?"
It was a very well made thing, but like Nathan says, it was to regain the favor of the fans because let's be honest, they really lost big time with the whole post Last Jedi pre-Solo fan bashing for many months. And
dude, I'm sure you can still find those videos and post little snippets
on their channel.
Yeah. I'm sure people can cut up those videos and send us snippets of what they said, and we can totally retweet them because that'd be funny.
Yeah, Collider is trying to play both sides.
Oh yeah.
So just remember that. I mean, the video's great. I'm not saying the quality of the video is not well made, but overall, I just look at anything from them and it's like you showed your colors, your true colors. You are a corporate entity. You are just a commercial.
Yeah.
You're the little orphan Annie Dakota ring. That's all you want.
You all you wanted was free tickets to a cool premiere so you could be around, those Hollywood snobs. That's all you really want. You'll say anything to get those tickets, and that's it.
Does George Lucas want us to drink our Ovaltine?
Yes. A crummy commercial? Son of a bitch. Wait, sorry. He wants us to drink our Spovaltine, space Ovaltine.
Okay.
Yep.
If only Barry would drink that, he wouldn't have lost his foot.
Yeah, Barry instead of fucking old Tallywhopper or whatever it was.
He put that sugary ass syrup in there, man. That was the downfall, man.
Yeah, he drank a gallon.
Like...
I was gonna say he drank a gallon of whole milk with a bottle of Sporses syrup.
Especially Space Quick.
Just a robot droid on the front.
Nah, dude, it's Jaxon from the old comic book, the Green.
Oh
Rabbit.
God.
Oh fuck.
I would buy it if that wasn't a copywritten thing. That'd be the best shirt in the world.
It would.
Basically, Squick with Jackson on there.
Oh my God.
The Fixer says, "Did my $10 super chat show up? It didn't show up on my screen for some reason, but I got the receipt and everything. I guess it did. The Fixer we read about the Mujahideen and the Taliban tanks on horses. But thank you again." TLJ Screwjob says, "The sausage did it. I had nothing to do with it." Oh God, Spider-Man sausage quotes. I got to come up with one now. Obviously, I will not die. A sausage is great. With great power comes great sausage.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn sausage.
You want a piece of sausage? You got to go through us.
You mess with one of us, you mess with all the sausage.
I forgot where that was my sausage.
I got your 3 minutes of sausage time.
What about my uncle? Did you give him a sausage?
That's a nice sausage. Did your husband give it to you?
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! This is a nice sausage. Did your father give it to you? Holy shit! That's the perfect one. Oh my God! Oh fuck! That's the perfect one.
Hold on, let's keep moving forward. Horace Cock Johnson says, Haley Cuoco riding a horse versus Amy Schumer. Go Dion.
Ugh.
I'm too depressed to use my imagination on that one, and even then, it just makes me want to fucking cut off the tip of my pinky finger.
Okay, I thought you were gonna cut off the tip of something else.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
No, we're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Remember
Go
when that rapper?
go.
I'll put it away, sausage. Damn.
It sounds like he needs Blue Chew.
Oh my God. We should do a commentary where we just say sausage quotes the whole time.
Fuck yeah, that'd be awesome.
We'll do it drunk. We're a month behind for our drunk commentaries.
Oh shit, we gotta.
God,
yeah.
we are.
Yeah,
We
got
gotta even think about that till just now.
Somebody sent me Liquor Jim sent me a card in the mail about how he was sorry that we had to get so drunk for Captain Marvel, but it was worth it.
Oh, he was the one that enjoyed that the fucking most. His crazy
my God,
kept
dude.
sending those goddamn. That motherfucker was. I mean, it was fun. But
should we play that during our Star Wars episode 200 live stream?
Yes.
Oh shit!
Because look, no one will have to drive home in the morning.
That's true.
We're all in one safe location,
That's
and we'll
true.
have cases of beer. We're doing it. We'll play it that night. So
Okay, yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it.
you'll get one to be like, all right, chug a beer. And we'll be on camera the whole time too. So
That'd be
people can
awesome.
watch.
That's gonna hurt, but it's gonna be fun.
I'm buying us buckets.
Yeah, we're gonna need buckets.
Did I tell you about a Star Wars garbage can from Ollie's for $1?
Oh, well
I should
played.
bring that as my puke bucket.
There you go.
I don't puke.
Except that one time when you perfectly made it into the garbage can.
I don't drink moonshine either.
Holy shit.
Great Jedi, thank you very much. Great Jedi says, hey guys, thanks for all the great content over the years. Been watching since 2016. Whew.
Wow, dude.
Time.
Well played.
I wish Lucasfilm followed the original post Return of the Jedi EU. If they did, Star Wars would probably be as big as the MCU.
Well, yeah, I agree.
If you could have got the actors on board. I mean, the cool thing about Harrison Ford and even Mark Hamill to a lesser degree is with the right makeup, they could look fairly significantly younger. Like, remember the technology they used in X-Men 3?
Yeah, when
Magneto and Professor X look younger.
Yeah.
Or even for not Wolverine's Revenge, that was the video game, or Wolverine Origins, when he gets off the fucking helicopter or whatever, and he looks super fucking young.
Yeah, like you could have thrown some of that on there, and people would have bought into it big time.
Or what even would have been better is, you kind of if they treated Star Wars like James Bond, where you could have just had them be that age and maybe do the Yuuzhan Vong series, and they just and they reference shit that happened in the past. You have little bits of dialogue, or maybe even parts in the background that reference Grand Admiral Thrawn, and reference the what was the Jedi Master's clone, Joris Caballoth or whatever. Like, reference that shit. Reference the Star Cruiser or the Sun Cruiser. That would have been so. Even though it's a sequel trilogy, that universe still exists. That would have been so goddamn cool. But no, we're gonna just cherry pick it and fuck it all up.
Do you think part of that comes, though, some of the dissatisfaction because between what was in the books and what we made up in our own minds was just better than what we could ever get? Or do you think it's just truly as bad as we think it is? Because I think it's just bad filmmaking. Like, you could make something that pleases more people.
Listen, let the Dion agrees with Jeff meme fly on that one, because that's 100%. And I think those books all could have been, literary classics for fucking all of history. And if they still had made a good story for these ones, I think people would have been excited for. They would have been good. But I mean, the fact that they failed every storytelling 101 trope with the first fucking movie, that's not the fault of the books. I mean, obviously they would have been compared anyway. You're not going to escape that. But if the fucking story was good, if they sat down and took their time, it wouldn't have mattered. It truly wouldn't have mattered. I really believe that.
Yeah, and if you would have had if you would have had more of a passing the torch thing to the new actors, like in the second movie, it would have been fine. But instead, we're all just like, it's like, oh, we were shoved into to think that these new actors are the new Star Wars, and they have no characters and no flaws, and they're real two-dimensional, and it's just like, we can't latch onto these characters because we don't care for them. We care about the old ones that we've known for 3 movies, that have gone through a lot of stuff, that we've seen go through stuff. And I think that was a big part of it. It's just bad filmmaking, bad storytelling. They wanted to make their own. They wanted to make their own Star Wars, very clearly, and they sucked at it, and they didn't do a good job. And people are just going to forget it and not give it any more money or time or anything.
Yeah. Savage Rush 012 says, I heard Kathleen Kennedy was quitting after something to do with Indiana Jones. Have you guys heard anything about that?
I've heard the Indiana Jones rumor, but not her quitting because of it.
What's the Indiana Jones rumor?
That they're mulling doing another one, like that they were supposed to start production, I think in 2020, I think is what I saw last. But outside of that, I haven't heard anything, or seen or heard anything else. But they were, there was going to be an Indiana Jones 5. They were damn near positive on it. But outside of production starting or not starting, I haven't heard shit.
Yeah, I've heard that she's gonna be fired or go next year. That's about it though.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't heard anything officially. We don't have insiders. Maybe we do. We just don't check the email. But that way though, we never look silly. It's like, hey, I heard this rumor, and then it's like, no, you're wrong.
Yeah,
whatever. No, I haven't heard that, but I wish she would just quit, go off and retire. Have a happy life with Frank Marshall, and never make another piece of film again.
Yeah.
Horace Cock Johnson says, real question. Weird Science Kelly LeBrock versus Mila Jovovich in The Fifth Element. I'm going Kelly LeBrock. She's the hottest.
Kelly LeBrock, man. No, gotta go Kelly LeBrock. Yeah. Love that movie too.
I got a soft spot for Jovovich, for Lilu, man. I gotta go with Lilu.
So it's a 3-1. So thankfully Kelly LeBrock gets to exist and Mila Jovovich disappears. And with her goes all those terrible Resident Evil films.
The first one is, we'll say, low average. We won't say it's
low average. Okay. I'll give you low average. That's fine. But apparently now they want to remake them or something. They want to do them over again.
Hell yeah, no. Dude. Didn't the last Resident Evil movie lose a shit ton of money?
Let me look that up.
Yeah, that's
because I want to say that one was the worst performing of all of them, and they said they lost a shit ton of money on it because
Resident
they
Evil, the final chapter.
yes.
Let's see. It was the budget was 40 million. It made 312 million, Dion. So it was a success.
Damn, excuse the fuck out of me, Resident Evil. You do you, boo boo, I guess.
Yeah.
They were all huge hits. They all sucked though.
Yeah.
They were
really
fucking terrible. I don't know how they got Wentworth Miller to be in those movies. I felt terrible for him. I was like, what the fuck happened to you, man?
It was that paycheck. These Saudis like, all right, fine, I'll do it.
Good point.
So there's Resident Evil, then there's I'm not going to read these in order, but there's Resident Evil Retribution, Afterlife, Extinction, Apocalypse, and the final chapter.
God.
I stopped after Extinction. I was like, all right, that's the last one.
Yeah, 2 was the last. I'm not watching it because immediately when I watched it, that like when it got super weird, where it was her fighting. I can't remember what that monster's supposed to be called, but the dude from the first one where he got turned into the Reaper, whatever that thing is called. Yeah. That was the most awkward fucking fight scene I'd ever seen. I was like, yeah, I'm done. This is.
Did you realize that Ruby Rose was in the last Resident Evil?
Yep, I did.
Nobody
see
else
that.
did either.
She's made terrible fucking. She was in the last Triple X movie too.
Ruby Rose.
She was. Yeah, she was.
For as popular as she seems to be on the internet, she's in Batwoman. Meh. Orange is the New Black. Meh. John Wick 2. Barely. She didn't speak in that movie.
No, she didn't.
Nope. Which was hilarious.
Well, here's the thing. I think if you don't speak in a movie, you get paid less.
Oh.
So I think that's how I was like, oh, we don't have the budget for you. Oh, but if you don't speak and you're mute and you just sign shit, yeah, we can fit you in.
Yeah, but she was doing stunts. I'm sure she still had to get a lot of pay to do all that physical shit.
No, she got paid less because she's a woman. Smash the patriarchy.
I wasn't going to say it, but thank you. Yeah, according to this wiki article in August of 2019, Roberts told Screen Rant that the reboot would be super, super scary and more faithful to the games. Like, we don't care. You already fucked up once.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Are there going to be random load times between scenes?
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, it's gonna be there's gonna be really weird load scenes. That's gonna be fun, but not. And are we gonna get PS2 graphics for part 2? Like what's happening?
Yeah, Code Veronica is clearly what I want to see on screen.
Oh god, yeah, especially that one. I think that one VR version of the game that they had as well. That was weird.
Why don't
I
we just
feel
get
bad
Typing
for
of the Dead as a film?
Do what?
Ooh.
Why don't we just get Typing of the Dead as a film? And you just
That'd be
text
fun.
a movie the whole time. That's
Jeez, give me you know what movie that I would love them to make, Until Dawn. Like make that into a fucking movie. That was a fun fucking game. I want that to be a movie.
Is that the one that's like got
Hayden
Hayden Panettiere in it?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And then what's his name from iRobot and played the dude from Queen?
Will
Oh,
Smith.
Rami Malek.
Right, yeah, Rami Malek. Yeah, with his giant ass eyeballs. He's in that one.
He's in iRobot. He's in Mr. Robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr.
No,
Robot.
I'm pretty sure it's iRobot Director's Cut, buddy.
Alan Tudyk wasn't there that one day. They'd use Rami Malek.
They look so similar. I couldn't even tell.
Yeah, I thought they were brothers. They're not.
It's called the Big Ass Eyes Edition.
Ah. So it's got Janine from Ghostbusters and Rami Malek. Cool.
Yeah.
That movie. Sorry about the bug eyes comment. So, in regards to the Rise of Skywalker, we started out this show properly. They keep talking about how the film is breaking all these records, and it turns out that all the records it's breaking are just for the first hour sales from a ticket company that's owned by Disney.
Of course.
Does that make you angrier or does it make you laugh?
Laugh.
Makes me laugh. Like you can't even, like the fact that they will spin anything to fit this narrative of how epic this movie is going to be. That's what con men do when something's going to fail. Like this right now, Lucasfilm is no different than that motherfucker who did the Fire Festival in 2017. They're the same fucking entity.
Oh my
dude.
god.
Like when you are doing all these fucking con man tactics, it's like, come on, man. Like that's like the JD Power fucking award. I mean,
oh god.
Initial quality award, like no one looks at the fucking definition of what's going on until it's like, oh, that means that it fucking sucks after 12 hours. No one bought the shit. It's so funny. God.
Yeah, I agree with you, Dion. Except they have more money, more resources, and they can kind of hide things in their books, or or so they think. But yeah, it's just hilarious. Like, and it's one of those things where they're cherry picking facts.
Yep.
They've been doing that for the past like 10 years now, and it's really fucking annoying. It's like, oh yeah, we sold out tickets, but through this one app and this one company, they sold these tickets that got sold out. It's awesome. Like, dude, really? Because I mean, Fandango was reporting problems, and I had problems getting tickets for Endgame. Endgame was like the real thing where like the internet shut the hell down. This ain't. We've been getting pictures from all over the world and all over the U.S. from people trying to buy tickets for Thursday and Friday show, primetime showings, and the seats are still there. They're still open. So I don't know what to tell you.
Yep.
Well, look right here. Let's see if this is going to load. No, it's not. Fuck you, USA Today. I'm trying to here we go right here. Hopefully this one works from KTLA. But here's a news article. AMC crashed because Avengers Endgame was so popular.
Yep.
I remember this.
Yep.
I'm not seeing this for Star Wars. You can tell me that Adam Tickets is breaking all these records in the first hour, but until all the ticketing websites crash and you can't find a ticket within 5 to 10 miles of your regular theater, your movie's not outselling Endgame. Okay?
Plus, it's like, on top of that shit, why would you think that people are going to believe that, this random ticket app that no one fucking heard of until just now crashed? No one's going to be like, oh, that's fucking impressive. Oh, you mean the brand new entity that's selling fucking tickets probably just didn't have enough, or either is lying about how much they're selling? That's fucking crazy. Like, no one gives a shit about the goddamn Atom Ticket app. No one fucking knew about that shit until that fucking article came out. There's no way anyone's going to be like, oh, fuck, man. They really are breaking records for a brand new app. Yeah, that makes a lot of goddamn sense, guys.
Yeah, and the only reason I know about that app is the only reason I know about that app is because it's on that little sign on the door when you enter the Regal Theater. Like, that's the only time I see it. It's like, oh, I can use that, but I already use Fandango and Regal. Why would I get a third ticketing app? That seems retarded.
Yeah, I don't.
But
no,
seriously, we should totally borrow that idea. We should.
What?
Say we could go around telling everybody how we're the best channel on YouTube into our fan page.
Say that again. You beep
That's
boop
all
down.
we gotta do. We just say we're the best channel on YouTube. I say we go around saying we're the best channel on YouTube, and the small print it says according to the WCBS Facebook fan page.
I mean, that's true. They do agree with that.
Yeah.
We're breaking records. We're breaking a broadcast record tonight, guys. Even though it's a record that we set for ourselves before we started, but we're breaking records.
Better than
That's right.
plates. Dr. Coffin Nails says,
We're the most listened to show on this channel.
Dude, we broke records on Monday night. We had 5,200 people watching, Kendo.
Yeah, dude, we were actually our.
That made me pretty damn happy.
Yeah, it was awesome, man.
It was a hell of a stream. Dr. Coffin says, Cecil put me in timeout after you made him a mod. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to unmod Cecil.
I don't know. Don't give that man mod privileges when he's drunk. Like, he does weird things.
Yeah, sorry. I'm going to have to take it away from you, Cecil. Let's see. Where were we at? We have Sir Ruin of Housefront Head that says, I heard you're going to Philly soon, Jeff. I live 2 hours away in Maryland. Let me know your email, and I can show you bars here in Maryland. Sure. I will try to work something out with you, man. Like I said, I'm going for not back. I've never been. Well, I technically been to Philly. I've eaten a cheesesteak there. But I'm going for Thanksgiving, so I don't know exactly what my schedule's like, but I will shoot you the email. Shoot us an email at worldclassbs@mail.com. And I'll have Kendo shoot it over to me, and we'll talk. Chapter Master Dante, we haven't heard from him in a while. Did anyone else notice that the B-Wing in the trailer? Remember B-Wings? Can anyone give me a memorable ship from the Disney era?
For the wrong reasons, we can.
Yeah, that stupid fucking bomber.
Yeah.
God, that I cannot get over that shit, man. Can't get over it at all. It's like 12 slow-ass bombers. For no reason. No reason.
Yep. When you have fucking Y-Wings that are literally bombers and faster.
Mm-hmm.
God damn. That's the only thing I can think of. That and the other space horses. But those aren't ships, but they count. Because you can only get rich on one business like that in the galaxy, and that's fucking space horses. Like literally fucking them.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
Isaac Reyes says, "Do you guys think a new Spaceballs movie would be awesome?" Yes, I do.
Oh, especially now. Like half the movie would just be plot holes. Be great.
Dude, they would make oh god, if they would make so much fun of the new Star Wars, it would be great. It would be so hilarious. I doubt Disney would let it happen.
I don't think they really have to let it happen.
That's true. Because once again, they're under the parody flag, so it'd be fun. Yeah, I would. Oh, that'd be great. It'd be so great.
Original Star Wars fan says Barry lays in bed, floats plate to kitchen for seconds. Barry, you bastard.
You son of a bitch.
This is my favorite one so far. Marry the Fat Jedi. Oh, Barry the Fat Jedi. I think I know a guy. It says Darth Fatass. Well, look at Darth Fatass is Barry the Fat Jedi's mortal enemy. Could you imagine watching the epic fight between Darth Fatass and Barry the Fat Jedi?
Yeah, they'd be out of breath in 2 minutes.
Like 30 seconds.
Do you remember how in the was it the Revenge of the Sith where they both do that hand thing and then they fly across the screen?
Yeah,
they do the hand thing and they go. 1 second. Okay, I'm good. And then they go back at it for a couple minutes.
Oh man.
Excuse me. Oh wait, Kendo got booted from the chat. Hey Kendo, welcome back.
Hi.
Oh, there you go. Goober Brothers Entertainment says if you combine the words space and dick, it becomes racist. Yes, it does. And that's the reason you can't find Dave Bautista, because he's invisible. Believe me, we have definitely played around with our space portmanteaus enough to know what not to say.
Yeah.
Space and dick. Wonder where that is, guys.
Chimichanga, that's the word.
That's right.
I love those.
They are delicious.
They're fine. They were talking about those on the Goldbergs this week. Crossbreed Azure says Darth Vader's disembodied charred phallus. Better watch out. Barry the Fat Jedi is coming, and he's hungry.
Yeah, he's got a bottle of mustard.
No, he should have no. Darth Vader's disembodied charred phallus should be his little friend in like a little jar, like a little terrarium. That should be his friend.
Hey guys, don't judge me. I'm just doing my thing.
I would love that if that's just like his little fucking pet, like in his apartment.
Horace Cock Johnson says, sorry to keep asking who's hotter questions, but I'm trying to avoid the fact that Star Wars is dead and Disney killed it. You never have to apologize, because it was nice to talk about Kelly LeBrock.
Oh yeah,
the hottest woman of the 1980s. Who was hotter? We'll wait.
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody. I saw Weird Science 1,000 times. Okay, I've seen Weird Science probably like 30 times. It's a great movie.
I've seen it a lot. I fucking love that movie.
I own it on Blu-ray. It's my second favorite Robert Downey Jr. movie outside of Iron Man flicks. Because Less Than Zero was great. I also like Back to School. 007 Cloud says, with great sausage comes great responsibility. Yes.
Great power comes great sausage.
Yeah.
I think Ron Jeremy said that.
Ron Jeremy said a lot of things.
That's right.
Most of all, what he said was, "Oh baby, oh baby, oh."
Let's play it. Yo baby, yo, say ow.
Ow.
Yo, do you like rap music?
yeah, I love it.
I'm from the Rap Coalition of America. Why aren't you smiling?
I'm smiling. I'm smiling.
All right, we're doing a little rap. You like rap music so much.
Oh my god.
Only on this channel. Dr. Doomdrum says, Bad Bond 52. Woke up on the wrong side of the kill. I am face palming right now. Captain Picard style. Mogan Leichel, Pro Funko Pop, says, hey, y'all, what did you guys think of the Breaking Bad movie?
I did not watch it.
Haven't watched it.
It wasn't that great.
I want to watch it because I'm a huge fan of the show. But I have not yet. So, Mogan Leichel, Pro Funko Pop, As soon as I wonder who you are. As soon as I watch it, I'll let you guys know here on the channel. Captain Liberator says, "Who will sweep up the Sporse apples after the battle?"
The droids, because that's all they're fucking good for.
I think what will happen is when the spaceships crash, the poo will burn into the atmosphere.
In
Causing
space, no one can see your horse shit.
Well, it's just gonna float off anyway, right?
No,
Yeah,
no, no. It'll somehow like gravitate to the fucking hull of that ship and never be able to leave. It'll just make weird streaks. It'll just make weird brown streaks as the ship moves around and fucking springs. That's all gonna happen.
Fucking space skid marks.
Yeah, it's gonna be space skid marks on the side of the ship.
Hey, remember Lone Star made space skid marks?
That's true. He did.
That's one of the best parts of that movie.
Oh, that movie is so awesome. I miss it.
The reason I won't say Jennifer Connelly is the hottest of the 80s because I don't know how old she was in the 80s, so I'm not trying to be weird.
53.
90s. Yeah. What?
She was 53.
In the 80s?
Yeah.
Oh, 53 years old. Okay.
She's got that Benjamin Button disease.
Oh.
She's a white dude?
Yes.
She's fucking Angelina Jolie.
That's Brad Pitt.
Oh shit, my bad.
So, speaking of banging, who do you think banged the Emperor to make Rey?
Oh, I don't even want to think about that shit.
Shmi Skywalker.
So, Klieg Largs was into sharing his wife?
Ooh.
Yeah, man, he was bored. You know, it's moisture evaporating is not really a hands-on business.
And come on now, man.
Especially when the sand people run into your neighborhood.
Yeah, man. You know, things aren't that exciting.
Yeah, maybe that's what happened. The Tusken Raiders kidnapped her, and Palpatine just rocked up and was like, "Hey, let me borrow her for a minute."
No. Do you think Palpatine screams no when he comes?
Yeah.
No, he screams unlimited power.
In the Senate.
And then electricity shoots out from his junk.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, his sperm's just more force lightning.
Rise, Darth Penis.
Hey, there was a commercial for the Mandalorian during the football game.
His fucking the space hooker that he picks up.
Hooker.
Give me that space dong. He goes, I am the dong.
Give me that space dog, and also I need to charge my phone.
All right, Shazam, your phone is charged. Your phone is charged. Oh. Do we want to talk about how Disney is pulling Fox movies and all this shit on After Hours, or do we want to talk about it now?
We can do it after hours because then we can talk a lot more shit about him.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, I think this is a good logical conclusion, if I could speak. This is a nice logical conclusion for today's podcast. Do you guys have any topics you want to cover before we go?
Fuck Disney. Star Wars makes me sad. And Space Blowjob should be the main villain of the next Star Wars trilogy.
Splowjobs.
Yeah.
Splowjobs.
Salacious Crumb was Ray's father.
I could see it.
Oh God.
Well, Mr. Wonderful said it, so it has to be true. Paul Orndorff.
Yeah.
I know he was a Star Wars fan or a Smart fan.
Well, once you trade in your WWE Hall of Fame ring, everything's just downhill.
God damn. Oh, that's so sad.
Sonny did the same thing.
She's also in jail.
Is she really? Holy shit.
Oh, dude.
Was it like DWI or something?
Yeah, like the fifth or sixth time.
Yeah.
Hey, the kid from ET is had a DUI in Oregon.
I know. So I saw Elliot. Did they tell him to phone him once he got arrested?
Oh, dude, I hope so. I hope so.
Oh, that's awesome.
If I was the
Holy
arresting
shit.
officer and I recognized him and liked ET, all I would do is quote that movie to fucking troll that kid.
Dude,
Yeah.
I wouldn't. God, I hate that movie.
Well, how you doing, Tell? You doing all right? You want some Reese's Pieces?
Yeah, just as you walk by his little holding cell, you just fire a packet of Reese's Pieces in there for him. Back, here's your lunch.
Oh my goddamn lawyer, not Reese's Pieces. We're waiting for your
Trevor,
lawyer's
phone
chip to land. It's going to be a couple minutes. We had to phone home.
Yeah. You know, kid, maybe you should have rode your bicycle.
One of the funniest special edition changes of any movie ever is them replacing shotguns with fucking radios to me.
Yeah.
Every time I see that part in
God.
the movie, I start fucking laughing. I'm just like, they were supposed to be holding fucking guns, fucking pointing them at these kids, and it makes me laugh.
Jeez, such a dumb thing to do. It's like it was fine before. Why is it changed
Yeah,
now?
man.
I think they. Well, no. I think when they built the ride, that they have like walkie talkies as well.
I rode that ride once.
Which is weird because that's the only ride that hasn't changed at that fucking park.
Yeah, I don't fucking like any of that. Why couldn't we have kept Jaws, E.T., Back to the Future, kept those as the anchors?
No.
God, that'd been so
Better yet. Jaws, Back to the Future, Ghostbusters.
Oh, dude, they got rid of Ghostbusters early 90s, though.
They did, and it was such a fucking letdown, man. They should have kept that shit. Should have kept it.
Agreed.
Yeah.
But
But instead of Ghostbusters, we got fucking, what is it, Twister.
they should have kept the Beetlejuice Spooktacular show.
Dude, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah,
Where they were like, yeah, because I think it was the Ghostbusters guys meeting Beetlejuice in the middle of the street, and they were like having a fucking showdown. I was like, yes, this is awesome. It's great. It's great.
Yeah. Horace Cock Johnson says, guys, I've never heard you talk about one of the best vampire movies, Near Dark. Look up the casting credits if you haven't seen it. Have you guys heard of it?
Shit.
I've
yeah,
heard of
no.
Near Dark, but I've never seen it. Because isn't that the one with No, I'm thinking of John Carpenter's Vampires. I've seen that one. What the fuck? Who is in that? I know that fucking name.
It's directed by Catherine Bigelow.
Oh, the tea lady.
Yeah.
Bill Paxton, Lance Hendrickson. Let's see who else we got here.
Jeanette Goldstein.
Yeah.
That's Jeanette from Terminator 2, the stepmom.
Oh yeah, it is. Holy shit. Also, Tim Thotterson.
My
he
favorite.
was Jack Death in Trancers.
That means so much to me. You too,
Yeah,
Dion?
Oh yeah, Jack Death, that motherfucker, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen it, so I don't know.
It's okay. So it's a neo-Western horror film directed by Catherine Bigelow. The story follows a young man in a small Midwestern town who becomes involved in a family of nomadic American vampires, starring then little-known actors Adrian Pasdar, still little known to me, Jenny Wright, and the film was part of a revival of serious vampire movies of the late 1980s. Despite performing poorly at the box office, critics' reviews were very positive. Over the years, it has gained a cult following.
Cool.
Check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, is it better? Okay, Google. Is Near Dark better than The Lost Boys?
According to Flickering Myth, The Lost Boys is a little more excessive. The more intense focus on the two romantic leads in Near Dark makes the love story side more believable and more interesting, while strong performances from Pasdar and Wright, and perhaps the female touch behind the camera, offers a little more character in this one.
Well, shit.
All right.
Well, also take into account that you've heard of Lost Boys for a long time, but you've never heard of Near Dark.
Cry Little
Good
Sister.
point.
Yeah. Just saying.
Underworld series is a guilty pleasure, says Mondi. You guys like that, right? Underworld?
I like the first two.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
other
I was
ones,
gonna say
not
the
so
first
much.
two are fine. Part two for a particular reason, but that's about it.
Great sex scene. Kate
Yep.
Beckinsale, you are in our spank bank. Thank you.
Oh yes, you are. Yes, you
Who
are.
is Kate Dickendale?
She's married to Len Pissman.
How many names can you put Dick in? Kate Dickendale's my favorite.
Oh god.
Denise
We're good amount,
Dickards.
probably. Denise Dickards. Oh, fuck.
We'll save that for after hours. We're gonna
Lance
get weird.
Dickerson.
Well, I always call Dick Clark Penis Clark, but
Yeah, I love that because every time
every New Year,
for New Year's, I laugh at that joke every fucking time. It's still hilarious. Are we gonna watch Penis Clark? I'm just like, Penis Clark.
It's a once a year joke. Of course, it's gonna hit.
I love that joke still. All the years, that joke will not get old ever.
Dude, this year we're gonna fucking do it up.
I can't wait, dude.
One year
we're just talking about it.
T-shirts.
Hey man, I'm trying to watch Penis Clark rocking New Year's Eve.
You guys, no, you need to get Penis Clark like 97 or something. Just something weird like that.
We'll wear that for our Star Wars stream, Penis Clark.
Yes,
Oh
yes.
People just be like, dude, what is your problem? I'm like, have you ever listened to my show?
Do you know us? Come on.
Yeah. Is this your first time?
Well, lots of people's first time, but hey, welcome. We appreciate you. So, folks, that's it for tonight. Penis Clark has left the building. Nick, tell the listeners about your movie before we go.
Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm working on a movie called Once Upon a Nightmare, Mother Noose. It is an anthology by world-famous film director, writer, screen actor, and philanthropist Richard Tanner. I am doing the camera work on it. I'm also the DP, the AP, and the AD.
Could you tell me what those stand for? Because I heard
I'll tell you after,
I know
I'll tell
what
you
one of
after
them
hours.
stands for.
You guys say, I know what DP means.
I'm also directing one of the segments. I'm also directing the segment that Jeff is going to star in as well. So keep a lookout. Make sure you go like a Buck Short Productions on Facebook, on Instagram, and Twitter, and tell them World Class Bullshit sent you.
Yeah, folks. December, I'm in a movie. January, I'm going to LA.
It's you know what? That's a story you want to hear.
Yeah, go to Hollywood. Call me Hollywood Hicks. I'm gonna get a headband. And I'm gonna fight the Ultimate Warrior at what is it? Halloween Havoc 98 DM.
For the love of God, for the love of God, Jeff, don't go vegan.
Oh, have you met me? Yes, you have. Many stakes of weight. Shout out to our friend Paul Godin. Thanks for joining us tonight, man. So, yeah, Pinky Muscle, it's clear that I'm going to LA for. All right, folks, this has been episode 195 of World Class Bullshitters. Every Thursday night, we take a dump on the world of pop culture. If you enjoyed this stream, make sure you give it a thumbs up and share it all over social media. If you're listening to this as a podcast on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Podbean, or any other of the platforms that we appear on, please give us a 5-star review. Not for our egos, but because it helps us become more searchable in the index, and it makes us look better, and then we can do more of these things, and I'll talk to your people, and I'll talk to my people, and hopefully no one gets fired for this whole thing. Right, Dion?
Yes.
Cool. But until next time, folks, just do the one thing I ask. It's quite simple. Go out into the world and be excellent to each other.
.com/Penis Clark.